And we are live. I think everyone should be getting a notification sometime soon. There we go. Now we're live. Now we're live. Hey guys. So we're waiting on Elley to get in here. There. I think it's starting up.
Hi.
There we go. Hey.
Oh shit. I'm trying to set it up properly. Okay.
All good.
Oh, there. Good morning.
Happy rising to you.
Happy rising to you. Oh my god. It is so beautiful out today. Are you outside as well? Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's beautiful out here.
Where are you at, actually?
Right. I'm in Miami right now.
Oh, I love Miami. I haven't been in like a couple years, but it's so beautiful.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
it's
Yeah,
beautiful.
I'm in LA, so.
Oh, LA, yeah.
Yeah, I'm out in LA. And we may hear like a helicopter fly over every now and then because I'm near an airport.
Okay.
So I apologize about that. But good morning to everybody that's coming on.
All right, cool. You might hear a cruise ship. I'm next to a cruise ship.
That's all right. That's all right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm so happy that you decided to do this with me.
Likewise.
I've been doing breath work for about 2.5 years now. My best friend is a Kundalini teacher. And, you know, I kind of dove into the world with her, and it's something that it's unforgettable. Once you spend a week doing it,
yeah,
you really need about a week to kind of get a grasp of where it can go, I feel like. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna let you go ahead and kind of take over. To any of my fans that are on right now, hello everyone, good morning.
Hi. All right, so what I teach and I coach is something called Alchemy Breathwork. And the main focus is literally turning every breath into gold. Instead of turning metal into gold, we turn every breath into gold. You know, we breathe over 60,000 times a day, and that's a lot.
Yeah.
And the more we're aware of it, the more we can get into the paradigm and consciousness of, you know, we are abundant in many different aspects of our lives that we may not be paying attention to.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So how has the breath helped you with singing? Because I've worked with numerous of singers.
Well, for years, I didn't really understand throat breathing, or like I can breathe through my nose from my throat, which is not something that I even knew was possible.
Oh yeah,
But
it's called the
so
Ujjayi breath.
Yeah, so because I'm so aware now of the inside of my body, you know, it's like I can take the breath and I can move it to my hips when I'm doing yoga. I can move it so it helps unlock, you know, or kind of recalibrate your body structure. And it goes in and it, you know, I always like to visualize now, which is something I never did really before, or at least not consciously. So visualizing while you're focusing on the breathing, and while, like you said, it's alive. It has its own consciousness. And it's crazy. You would think that we are mad, right? Until you do it yourself.
Yeah, for sure. There's literally millions of ways to breathe, and as technology enhances, I literally got off a call yesterday with someone who's working on an app with Breathwork. And, you know, we dove into it and different aspects that we deal with, and it's a lot similar in how they use brain patterns and synchronizing the breath with that. And you can go into many different sequences and that. But he liked how something that I'm going to share today, how simple I made it and less sophisticated, so everyone can try it.
Yay.
So today we're going to be dealing with breathing with threes. So the first exercise, we're going to start with 3 inhales and 3 exhales to really get started. So what I mean by 3 inhales and 3 exhales is literally taking stoppages on the inhale, and then on the exhale, we're gonna also be taking stoppages. So I'll give you an example. So it's literally 3, and then 3 out, only with the nose.
Okay. Only with the nose, so not with the mouth. Also, do you pull your stomach in when you're breathing? Do you pump the
Yeah,
stomach?
I was gonna get into that. So the
Okay,
main,
great.
yeah, the main locks that we do in alchemy is the eyes. When you have your eyes closed, you want to be gazing towards your third eye to create that pressure point, and it really gets you out of the monkey mind. Along with the tongue, you want your tongue to be stretching on the soft palate. So this is the tongue. You want to be stretching that, and you want to hold that position. And during the breath work, the main focus of alchemy too is to build up nitric oxide, which is important for oxygenating the blood, and not in the point of getting more oxygen to the blood, but building the oxygen absorption. You know, if I were to test anyone around me right now who even don't do breath work,
Right.
their oxygen levels are still going to be 99%. The main difference is the rate of oxygen that is being built in the blood. And
Right.
what pumps the blood is the lungs.
Yeah, you feel it can have some pretty amazing effects once you do it, you know? Like afterwards you're like, "Whoa, what was that?"
And the effects people might feel is literally DMT, which is produced when we're born and when we die.
Yeah.
And when we look at those two factors, we can see it's close to quote unquote source energy, or close to childhood traumas and things
Yeah.
of that nature. And we can go deep within quote unquote muscle memory. The deeper we breathe, the deeper we get into quote unquote breath consciousness.
Yeah.
And if you guys can utilize this into your daily life, just with the 3 inhales and 3 exhales, you'll notice a huge difference in different types of breathing mechanisms out there. And, you know, alchemy breathwork is supposed to be fun. Breathing is supposed to be fun. So the next lock I want to acknowledge is smiling. So since we're only going to be using the nose, I want you guys to try to smile. Towards the end, I'm going to say hold. And if you weren't smiling while we're doing the breath work, that's the best time to smile. Just smile and hold it.
Okay.
All right. And every exhale, I want you guys to be squeezing your perineum, which is responsible for whatever you use to pee with down there. Just
Yeah.
squeeze it on the exhale.
Yeah,
Okay?
squeeze all your sexual organs just up,
Everything.
up. Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah, I feel like when I first started doing it, it was a bit confusing, and it just took me a minute to kind of figure out what she was talking about. And it's like anything. It's like a sport. It's like learning how to read. It's anything. Once you learn how to do it, it opens up the world. So.
Yeah. Becomes a lot of fun.
It does.
All right. So we're going to start with 3s.
Sorry.
And all good. All good.
My bad.
Whenever you're ready. Yeah, whenever you're ready, we'll start. And we're gonna go for 10 minutes of that exercise, and we're gonna do a total of 3 exercises. So we're gonna go 1 round 10 minutes, the next round 10 minutes, and the third round 10 minutes, which is gonna be fun. The third round, I'll get into that. All right, so you ready? We're gonna start with 3s, and let your hands, no mudras, just let them out, relax. You know, when we die, we're in awe, and we need to be more in awe in our everyday life in that sense, because every day we're always grab on our phones.
Yeah.
And that in itself has a psychological effect. So just relax, palms facing the sky or the ceiling, and we're gonna go into 3s in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Now take a big inhale of threes and a long exhale of threes. And you're going to hold on the exhale, no breath after the exhale, and smile and hold everything. And regulate your breathing. Keep your eyes closed, tongue on the roof of your mouth. Only breathe with the nose, in and out. Every exhale, squeeze your pelvic floor. Huh?
Are we still smiling?
Yeah, keep smiling if you can. And now the next round of 10 minutes, we're going to inhale 1, exhale 3, and we're going to go for that for 10 minutes. Remember to keep on smiling if you can, tongue on the roof of the mouth, eyes closed, gazing up at your third eye. For every exhale, squeeze your pelvic floor. And then I'm going to say hold. For the hold, you're going to do an inhale and then an exhale, and then you're going to hold the exhale, no breath, okay?
Awesome.
All right, let's start with the inhale and let's go. All right, now we're going to take a big inhale and exhale. Hold the exhale and hold it. And smile. Squeeze your pelvic floor. And when you're ready to inhale, regulate your breath. Only with the nose. Inhale, exhale, long exhales. Keep on smiling if you can. Breathe only with the nose. Slow down your breath. All right. The next one, we are going to inhale 3. And on the exhale, you're going to be humming. So really keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth when you're humming. Don't be afraid to swallow. What you're swallowing is the enzymes that's created with the nitric oxide and the DMT that you're also creating, okay?
So say that
So
one
you're
more
going
time. As far as
so
the instructions.
so we're going to inhale 3, and you're going to be humming on the humming as long as you can. Go at your own pace now. This is your own pace. And really squeeze your pelvic floor only on the humming. All right? And then I'm going to say hold. You're going to still inhale 3, and then you're going to hum as long as you can and hold the exhale, hold the humming. And then after you hum, you're just going to hold the breath, no breath at all. And then when you're ready to breathe in again, you're just going to regulate your breathing again, okay? All
Awesome.
right?
I feel so amazing. Thank
I
you.
know.
Thanks for stopping in, by the way. Thank you so much, everybody. Maybe we
Thank
can
you
do
all for sharing the
questions
breath.
after.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So now we're going to start with the inhale of 3. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, only with the nose. So let's go. All right, now we're going to take a big inhale. We're going to hold after the humming, no breath. Hold the breath, and whenever you're ready to inhale again, slow down your breath as much as possible. Keep on breathing only with the nose, and keep on smiling as well. Every exhale, squeeze your pelvic floor, only on the exhales. Slow down your breath when you're ready to inhale. Just regulate your breathing. How's everyone feeling?
You always feel altered when you're done. It's I don't know, it's kind of beyond words. It's like you feel like you start at one frequency, and then when you finish, you're kind of in a different world, or you're in the same world, but you're on a different frequency. So because you're on that different frequency, everything feels elevated.
Mm. Just like your song, Worlds Away.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Mm. I
Oh,
actually found you through. I think I started following you through Immortalize. Yeah,
oh wow! Thank you so
yeah.
much for listening. I'm gonna send you some records I want you to listen to and see what you think of them. I have a few that might resonate with you. You know, that I'd
Okay,
like to send
cool.
you. I know that some people are asking what this technique was that you
Okay.
used.
It's breathing with threes. It's Alchemy Breathwork. So I created it myself, and it's a mix of what I learned with Chinese Bigu, pranayama, and mixing Nikola Tesla's teachings all into one.
Wow, that's
And
different. I love
yeah,
that.
it's very different. Actually, most of my teachings that I learned from the Nikola Tesla,
Mm-hmm.
everything with Nikola Tesla was when I used to live in Cali. I literally went to many seminars, and some seminars they would dive deep into health,
Mm-hmm.
and I would I would spend like hours just picking a lot of scientists' brains, if anything.
Wow. Yeah. So how long have you been doing this now?
In total, it's been 5 years teaching, 2.5 years.
Man, well, I know that the world is ready for it. The world is absolutely ready for it.
Yeah, they need it. They need it more than ever.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like we're in such a as crazy as everything is, like history's always been chaos, you know. But we're in a special time. I feel like we're in an awakening, and I didn't, as a kid growing up, ever think that was even something that was possible. Like in my heart, I knew that I was filled with this love, and I knew that that was the thing I needed to always follow. Was just that feeling of love, that unconditional, just pure love that we're all created from.
Mm.
But I didn't think it was possible. And then now that I've slowly, I feel like it could take lifetimes sometimes, but to begin to remember who you are a bit
Mm.
and realize that we're in an awakening, and you can be a part of it. You can
Yeah,
be a part of it.
and the breath really shows unconditional love. It doesn't care who the person is. It will feed that person regardless.
Yeah,
That's how much mercy the breath really has. And the more we can fall into that paradigm of thinking, the more the breath itself can teach us in many
right.
different situations. And this technique you can utilize in your everyday life. That's what Alchemy Breathwork focuses on as well. Not just the breathwork session is, finding yourself breathing consciously with the threes. You inhale three one day, and you exhale three one day, or you can inhale three and just exhale, and you can really play around with that, and you can see how different, like you were saying, the frequency that
Yeah.
many different types of breath work will bring.
Yeah, it helps you work through so many emotional things too. It's like from one day to the next when I do different practices, I'll go from crying mid practice to
Mm.
hysterically laughing for no reason other than it's brought up this laughter that I needed. Like I needed to laugh. It's like I need,
Mm.
even though there was nothing technically to laugh about, but
Yeah.
it makes your body I don't know, just you can explain it better than I can. I'm just coming from the sense of just a kind of
So
just
so think the body is literally made up of 65% oxygen, correct? And
right.
we can look at the breath as a close companion that has been with us from birth till the now,
Hmm.
and you can look at quote unquote muscle memory and the type of breath that we take during different traumatic times in our life has a huge effect on muscle memory. And the like we literally make our own protein in terms of nitric oxide when we breathe in that sense, and protein helps build muscle, correct?
Yeah.
So if we're breathing in a certain way, the quality of breath affects the quality of muscle that's being stored into our body, and that's whatever is being created in terms of new cells, in terms of regeneration, and in that sense. So it stores up frequency, uh, parts of different parts of frequencies in the body, and will store different types of trauma in the body as well. So when we go deep into the breath work, we're connecting deep within the process that creates the muscle memory, that creates the attachment of cells that literally makes up 65% of the body. And we're not just breathing in air as well, we're also breathing in water, and water itself holds memory. You can literally there's different experiments with water of putting different names and words on water, and it restructures the water in that sense. And that's why one of the most powerful practices I preach during breath work to get my clients to do is if they don't want to focus on manifestation, focus on love, gratitude, and letting go. That's one of the main key things I really share in that sense.
Yeah,
Because
those
because
are foundations.
yeah, because we're literally made up of water ourselves. We're mostly made up of water in that sense. So when we're literally breathing in those thought patterns and thus having effect on our physiology itself and brain patterns.
Man, I love it so much. I just can't wait to grow more with it, and I'm hoping that through this, I feel like going live and just doing breathwork sessions with different people and doing certain live sessions and just kind of like getting the word out more, you know, being able to just spread the word that this is
Yeah,
like
it's really powerful.
it's a thing now, guys. Breathwork is a thing now, and it's been a thing for a long time. It just took us forever to find it.
Yeah.
Some of us. Anyways, I'm seeing if there's any other questions.
Yeah, hit me with the questions.
Yeah, if anybody has any questions, we really appreciate everybody who came on to watch and hang out with us. We love you guys. We're sending you love.
Thank you all for sharing the breath.
Thank you for taking the time to do it, honestly, to just share your gift with us. With me today, I'm gonna have an amazing day because I got to spend the first part of it with you. And
Appreciate it.
I could feel, it's funny because when you do breath work with someone, you know, two is always more powerful than one. And even though we're like probably like 2,000 miles apart, I could
Mm.
feel the synchronicity, you know, I could feel the connection as we're doing the breath work together. And that's
And
just how powerful it is.
that's why when I do breath work with clients, I try to do it with them because
Yeah.
um, your body, your the ears and the auditory effects that breathing itself has a huge effect on the breath work itself. Because when you breathe, I notice it when I'm in unison with 20 people, you know, and we're breathing a certain way. You really feel the resonance. It's like sound bowls. It's like music in that
Yeah.
sense. You know,
Yeah.
you're literally creating music with the breath.
Well, you know, anytime you want to get on here and talk about this, I'll have you on every day. We'll go. We're gonna give people what they need, the medicine. But thank you so much, seriously. And if any of my followers are on here, my dear friends, please go follow Devon. Um, he is he seems to be a very special spirit, and that I'm so
Likewise.
happy that we've met now. You know.
Yeah, and I just want to say if any of my followers on here, definitely follow Elley Duhe. She definitely
Thank you.
channels during your music. That's one of the main reasons why I don't really listen to too much music with lyrics anymore. And
Mhm.
you're still on my list because I noticed with your music, you definitely channel when you sing. I don't know if you notice it, but you
Yeah,
definitely
it's
channel
something
when you
that
sing.
I'm trying to get back. You know, I did it really, it was easy for me when I was a kid. And then as I got older, it actually became a little bit harder because I was so kind of messed up from the industry, you know,
Right, I know. Yeah.
and the pressure of it all kind of blocked some things for me. So been tearing those back down, and that can be hard. But then once you do it,
Right.
it's so simple, it just like flows through you. So yeah, I'm trying to let it flow.
All right. Thank you all for sharing the
All right,
breath.
Devon. Yes, thank you so much. Blessings, and we'll see you next time.
All right.
All
Peace.
right, peace.